Plena bola. Beat from Niger, straight to the world. Now play for show. Oh, yeah, carry go.
Hello fans and welcome to Play Pause. And as usual, my name is Philip and I have...
I'm Sam, still remain Sam. Yes.
All right. So what do we have today?
We are just talking about our beloved Premier League teams.
Yes.
How far they've come so far and all. So...
Right, so we are looking at how many weeks to the Premier League now?
2 weeks. I really can't wait. Next Sunday is the Community Shield.
Next Sunday, wow.
Then on Friday, defending champions kicks up with Coventry. So before we go to our preview or Premier League preview, let's talk about how the teams have been so far.
All right.
I think from Manchester United. Their last match, especially against Paris Saint-Germain, that they played 1-1. What do you think? Do you think that Carrick is cooking?
On paper and looking at the results, we could say that wow, Carrick is really cooking.
Yeah.
Even
thinking about all their previous games against Atletico, then winning Atletico,
yes.
Then winning Rosenborg.
Yes, they started with a kind of shocker with a loss, to Wrexham,
yeah.
And then they stepped up their great game, and the icing on the cake was the 1-1 with PSG. Although you can say PSG was still waiting for lots of their
lots of their players were just coming back from the holiday. So
yeah.
And their Ballon d'Or winner did not feature.
Right.
Most of their French players did not feature. So, but actually, not taking anything away from United, it was a very good outing for them. They played their normal game. I've seen that in this preseason they tried to Carrick tried to play a possession-based football, but we are just in the early phase because from January to the end of season, we could see that Carrick brought the real Manchester United DNA, which was pure counter-attacking.
Right.
So now, he's trying to put in a little bit of possession into the game, but it's just the early game. So just from PSG, they actually played okay. They defended well. They created more chances, I think. They had more touches in the opposition box than PSG, but like you see, it's just pre-season. But I think it's something Man U fans can be happy about.
Yes, and it gives a lot of confidence on the players, right? It builds confidence as they go into the season. So that's good. Yeah. Which other team?
So we are expecting something more from Carrick, right?
Well, yes. Let me put it that way. We're expecting a lot from Carrick. I'm not a Man U fan.
Me neither.
I don't think I'm going to see the spectacular, but I'm waiting to be disappointed.
Okay.
Hopefully the spectacular will come, but from now, honestly, don't think that it's going to be there.
And with their transfer rumor, they are still looking to get 1 or 2 players in one midfielder, and they've been linked with Newcastle's left back Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
So I don't think they are done in the transfer market. And one of the big stories also then reintegrating Rashford in also and giving him the number 14. So I think it's a season that Man U fans. They are allowed to be excited about.
Exactly.
They are allowed to be excited about.
And before we leave Man U, I heard a rumor one time that they were going to hijack the transfer of Gimenez. So I was like, wow.
No, it was what their fans want. It was what their fans wanted rather, but they had no chance because he had his mind set on already.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Because Arsenal has been chasing him since 2020, since he was in the Brazilian league.
Oh, really?
Before he went to Lyon, before he even came from Lyon to the Premier League. So it's been a very long time since Arsenal. But that is by the way. That's by the way. Like, I can't wait to see how Manchester United finish their pre-season. They still have games against Leeds and against we still have games against AC Milan also, Amorim. So we'll see how they finish their.
It will be interesting.
Yeah, I really can't wait for Amorim.
Yeah,
Amorim versus Carrick. So I really can't wait. So moving to their neighbors, Manchester City.
Yeah.
How have you loved Enzo Maresca? Because they've actually been cruising this preseason.
Yes, they have been cruising, and it's interesting to see how that keeps on.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, Enzo Maresca is not a bad coach, right?
No.
It's just that.
What he did in Chelsea, his tactical prowess against PSG in the Club World Cup, you can't call him like a bad coach. I think he's a very good cup manager, but at the long run, we can't use Chelsea to judge him because of everything that was going on behind the scenes.
Went on. Yeah, so this is the true test of the man, Enzo Maresca. Yes. Even though he did well in the League One. Was it League One?
In the Championship.
Championship, sorry. Leicester, and then.
He's actually a very, very tactical coach. With the way he even uses Semenyo, which I feel Semenyo has been the player of the preseason for Man City so far. Even if he has not scored, he has assisted in every match that they played. Yes. If you watch their games, he's making him more of a creator than a finisher. So I really can't wait to see the whole package from Man City. Even if personally I don't think he will get to that height of Pep Guardiola, but I actually think that they will not have a bad season. But now that the fact that they will lose Rodri to Barcelona, you can't lose Rodri, Bernardo Silva, all these your big names, big quality, and still expect a very okay season. So that's where my own doubts come into place.
Well, let's see what's going to happen, because for me the big thing here is to get Haaland firing. If he's able to get Haaland firing, that will make a lot of difference in Man City.
Haaland is a goal scorer everywhere he goes. In the club in Norway before he came to Dortmund, Manchester United, Manchester City rather, and for his country Norway. So he has always had more goals, and getting Haaland firing is already in Haaland's DNA.
Getting Haaland firing is dependent on how much he gets fed.
Yeah.
So he needs those kind of balls to be fed.
The likes of we expect more from Foden this season.
Good, that is if he's going to play Foden, because at some point when Foden wasn't playing in the team or wasn't performing, Haaland was not getting the balls to score, and so it affected him. So it's that his ability to be able to harness all those players
because they have a lot of attacking players.
Yes,
and they are linked with this the start midfielder from Lille. Are you Boedi?
Okay,
so they look to complete.
Everyone is linked to that boy. So let's see who's going
to complete the deal, because knowing the fact that Rodri most likely is going back to Spain, so they need another replacement for him.
I think there was this shout for he also interested in Enzo.
In Chelsea's Enzo. Enzo Fernandez.
Yes.
So we are still looking at all this. I'm not sure Chelsea they are willing to sell. Even if they are willing to sell, it will command a huge fee.
Oh, definitely.
Because he came from Benfica with over 100 million. So
definitely.
He will not go on a cheap. Chelsea will not release him on a cheap.
Definitely. Not when people they bought Anderson.
They have Anderson for over 100 million, 160 million. So yes, Enzo will not be good on the trip. So And now to Liverpool, your beloved Liverpool. What's going on?
Yes. So we had another, disappointing defeat. It was again like the last one that I spoke about, a tale of two halves, where we had all the most likely first 11 team playing in the first half, and then the next set of a complete prospects playing in the second half. And it was so bad that we had people like Endo, and Chambers.
That Endo made some appearances.
Playing as a defender.
But that's why it's also called a preseason. The manager should be allowed to try different players at different positions.
Right.
To see everything that he has.
Well, he didn't have a choice in this one because the only fit center back that we had was Van Dijk.
Yeah.
The only one. We have a young kid. He's a Nigerian, but because he's born in Austria, so he played for Austria. I hope he will.
He will have some good minutes.
No, not some good minutes. I hope he will play for Nigeria.
If you will not advise your son to play for Nigeria. So why are you not hoping Ndukwe plays for Nigeria?
But anyways,
I really hope he doesn't play for Nigeria because I'm so sorry.
I was just kidding.
They have to fix up at
I was just joking. You should just play where
he's comfortable, where his heart wants him to be.
Not just where the heart wants to be, where they have organization. We do not have organization in Nigeria.
Yes.
Anyway, back to he's
a solid defender.
His statistics were very good.
Okay.
He completed 23 out of 24. Passes. He broke the line very well. He didn't miss any foot. Instead, it was even Van Dijk that
committed the penalty.
Which was a very lousy penalty
to concede.
I hope this is not what we're going to be expecting.
No, expect something like this. Expect more of this from Van Dijk because I think he's getting to the latter stage of his career.
He's becoming
a little bit slow. Yes, exactly. So that is why I think Araujo is a good addition for you people.
Yes, Araujo is he just signed and
on loan
with
option to buy 55 million. Do you think he's a good business?
I mean, it's going to be a good business if he does well. He's 27 and prime of defender. Defenders.
Yeah,
the older they
get
better. And he's a proven captain of a big team like Barcelona.
He can play right back also.
Right back. He plays for his national team.
He has this rash nature in him.
Yes,
in very important games, he tends to lose his head for a little bit and gets the odd red card.
Is both a not South American characteristics and a Uruguayan characteristics.
Yeah, they work hand in hand.
Many of them have that 5 minutes madness in them. All right. So that's it.
Enjoying what Irola brings to Liverpool. Aside from the result, now this is just preseason. With the style of play, with the way they press.
It's been a long time that we've seen that kind of play in Anfield. It's been a long time where we saw all the Anfield faithfuls support the fans that way. It's going to be exciting. I just hope the board backs him up. With signings.
With more signings, with more players, because at the end of the day, he needs more bodies.
He needs. We are
hearing the likes of Mbaye from PSG, the 18-year-old Senegalese kid.
We are hoping so.
Yeah, and also Bakula is also on the line, but with the amount that PSG are charging for Bakula, I think that's what is really delaying that deal.
They're still negotiating. The money is just crazy.
You cannot be buying someone like Bakula for over 150 million. Someone that has only 2 years left on his contract. It's not like he's the most prolific goal scorer or the highest or the best or the most successful dribbler.
Exactly.
So it's just the Champions League tax, in the fact that PSG are like they've been winning a lot, and also the fact that they've seen the kind of business that goes down in England also.
And being a French international,
being a French
with World Cup.
So all those things. It's just a matter of time before we because now we have like 3 weeks to the end of transfer window.
That's right.
So like, it is this period that we know. It's this period that gets more interesting because everybody wants to get their business done before the Premier League starts.
Yeah.
Because they want to be able to lock up their team before the Premier League starts. So this is one of the most exciting time of the window.
Well, yeah, that's true, and it could also be a very chaotic time because sometimes people can panic buy.
Yes.
And then at the end of the day, it becomes. Anyways.
Yeah, moving on to the London Cowboys, Chelsea. They've had successful games against AC Milan, them winning 3-0. It was what Chelsea fans online kept screaming Alonso that they are winning it all because of they won Amorim AC Milan 3-0.
Yeah,
so, what do you think about Alonso?
It was about time they won because again, this is preseason.
Yeah. But
then you cannot take away the fact that there's so many things that are being judged in this preseason. How is this going to work? Is the manager making an impact at the players understanding what the manager is saying?
And like hearing from the players, like they are all coming into praise Alonso. Like they love what they are seeing in training. They've never experienced something like this in a very long time. The intensity, the tactical seriousness in tactical detail in everything. Like Alonso being very, very precise as a Spanish coach that he is. So I'm not surprised. I actually expect Alonso to do well because I think the board has backed him. They've signed over almost 11 players, 10 to 11 players. So I think he has been backed. Like they just got an experienced left back from Spanish league, Juan Chivera. So they have a centre back. They've gotten a right back. They've gotten an experienced midfielder, experienced striker. So I'm really expecting a lot from them. I'm really expecting.
And Modric is back.
Yeah. So Modric, he's back from his ban. So I'm really expecting a lot from Alonso's Chelsea.
Yes, I'm expecting a lot too from them. They
cannot spend all this money and now come and be backing another team to finish.
How is it that they spent all this and they didn't think of buying a goalkeeper?
They asked Alonso whether he was going to get a goalkeeper. He said he's actually very okay with Sanchez because of the experience he has in the Premier League. And their second choice Penders also did very well last season on loan in Strasbourg. So he's very okay with their goalkeeping, with his goalkeeping choice. Yeah. So I think that is one of the big weaknesses in Chelsea.
Yes.
One of the biggest weak link in Chelsea being Sanchez, because I feel on Sanchez's day he can be good, but he's so inconsistent.
He's inconsistent.
That affects a top club like Chelsea.
Yes.
You cannot want to be good, or you cannot say you want to perform on a high level.
Yes.
And you'll be making, and I can't bet that for 5 games straight you will not make a mistake. You'll not cause an error leading to goal.
Exactly. So that's the problem. That's what separates a goalkeeper from the best ones, the best in you have to be that consistent. I mean, people make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot consistently making those mistakes, right? You say every,
like some Chelsea fans, like he's the kind of player that he has divided the fan base. Some fans are happy with him, some fans want him gone.
Oh, really?
So he's, because of his inconsistency, on a very good day he makes marvelous saves.
Yes,
no doubt, but he's not just a consistent.
He's just one person that when he does those great saves, you'll be like, wow, these are great.
He has it in
and
him.
when he makes those mistakes, you'll be like, wow. Yes. So
like they still have one more preseason game against Real Sociedad before the season kicks off. So it's still a place for them to get their full fitness, to get the team cohesion, and to let Alonso, because they have over 41 players now, and they have, I know with Premier League latest or FIFA latest rule now, you cannot banish any player now. So it's not like they are forced to sell.
Yeah.
So they have to reduce the number of players. So they have like this. They are still very active in the transfer window, yeah. but I don't think it's for incoming this time. I think it's for outgoing. Yeah. So let's see how everybody's waiting for the new season. So let's see what Alonso has for Chelsea fans.
Right.
And then last we have the defending champions, Arsenal Football Club.
Yes.
We have lost 2 games in a row. I'm not surprised because last season too we lost 2 preseason games in a row against Villarreal and against Tottenham. But watching the games, I still feel there's a little bit something missing in Arsenal attack. That is why we went all out for Vinicius, but unfortunately he signed a contract extension with Real Madrid. So I still think the left-hand side is still a little bit lacking. I'm very okay with Victor Gyökeres. He's a pure striker, the kind of striker that I think Arsenal need. Even if like he might have 1 or 2 problems, let's say with his first touch, he's not aesthetically pleasing to watch. But Arsenal have had different types of strikers in the past that have not delivered. But when this boy was signed last season, he delivered, and I think it's just his first season. Last season being his first season, like he still has a lot of improvement to do. Yes, he still has a lot of understanding to do with his teammates. So I feel like okay, maybe it's one of the improvements that we are going to see in this.
So we're going to judge him this season very well because he has had that experience.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that? Because Arsenal started their preseason very late. Would you say that this late preseason start is affecting Arsenal or has not made them gel the way you think they should?
Like Arsenal played the highest number of games they've ever played in their history, over 60 games, because they were in the Carabao Cup final, FA Cup quarter final, Champions League final, and obviously the Premier League 38 games.
Yeah.
So it really took a lot, and most of the players went on international break, and we had 4 players in England, we had 3 players in Spain, and then they went to the final the last 2 days. Mm-hmm. So they needed the rest. I will not say that them resuming late was a problem, but I feel and nobody loves losing, but at the same time, I think the whole players and the squad, even the manager, saw this more of a fitness gain, like all these games, to get their momentum back and to get their fitness back. Because yes, losing to Real Sociedad and losing to Borussia Dortmund, conceding 3 goals each, wasn't the best, but I feel we had most of our first team players out, and it was more like getting this out of the way, like getting the energy in the tank, getting the fitness back, because the season is going to be long.
Yes, I mean, pre-season is all about getting fitness back. The earlier people understand that, the better. Sometimes it's not all about the score too.
The scoreline.
The scoreline. Sometimes it's also about how the game went on, what happened during those times.
The tactical plays, the movements in the team.
It could be an opportunity for the coach
to understand the players, know where they are in their fitness level.
Try new tactics
also,
and see what happens. I mean, you if there's a place to try tactics, it's preseason. It's not during the game itself. So that
with the likes of Bruno joining us. So, I think it's going to be a very good season also. Someone like Bruno.
So we're expecting him to feature in the next.
Against Common, we're expecting him to have some minutes. Then our community shield against City on Sunday. Yes. We're expecting him also to have some minutes, some good minutes also, because now everybody's back. I think all the players for all their clubs, they are back now from holidays.
Yes.
So it's time to know where those players are in fitness level.
Yes.
It's time to reintegrate them back into the squad.
That's right.
Gently, to avoid injuries. So this is it's it's time for the season to start, because the season is just starting next 2 weeks. So everybody is trying to get all their players ready, fit, like for the upcoming season. Because I think this season is going to be tougher than last season. It's going to be more difficult because with the likes of United having Carrick, with the kind of form that they've had from January till May, Chelsea and Alonso, Liverpool and Irola, Tottenham and Dichebi, Man City and Enzo, even Unai Emery and Aston Villa.
We keep forgetting. Unai Emery is there. You know,
so like it's going to be a really tough upcoming season. But like I said, like me, I'm not scared of anybody's transfer. I'm always watching my team, because if my team win all the games, we'll be champions. If your team can win all the games, they'll be champions. Like that. So I don't need to be worried about what you are signing or who you are signing. I just need to be worried about my team. And I think my team is just 1 or 2 players away from being excessively complete.
I think Arsenal has Arsenal is one of the few clubs that have almost complete team. But if you look at it very well, I'm not sure there's any team that has completely, a complete squad yet. In the whole team. Tottenham with all the but they're still looking for.
I'll still tell you that, and Tottenham cannot survive 2 relegation battles and finish in an European spot. I don't think so. It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult. Even if they are just playing 1 game a week. Because they are changing their whole midfield, they are changing most of their backline with their coach. It's going to be very difficult.
Still possible.
Because I still think Alonso will have. I still think Unai Emery will have a spot in Europe, and considering Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City.
So when you talk about Europe, we're talking about
whether in Europa,
top 6, Europa and Conference League.
And Conference League.
Okay.
So, but I don't see Tottenham going for, because even if they finish 8th this upcoming season, it's still a very good season for them compared to where they are coming from.
Right.
So
yeah. Anyway, that's good. So before we take a quick look at the what's happening in the Spanish side of the world, can we just ask the fans, what do you guys think about the preseason so far? Do you think that the losses or the wins that have been happening or the
will
draws
affect the team?
Will affect the team? Does it actually speak about the team? So please let us know in the comment section. Yeah. So in the Spanish league now, let's quickly take a look at what's been happening, especially with the big boys there. Yeah.
We have to start with the Royal Whites.
Yeah.
Los Blancos.
Yeah. Right. So with what has happened in terms of
the transfers, the people that they've brought in,
Vini, trying to use. Do you think that Vini actually used Arsenal
to get a new contract? I will not say he used Arsenal, because he's already a big name on his own. Madrid will not want to lose him, whether Arsenal was coming for him or not. So it's everywhere that Mourinho had to step in, that Mourinho really wanted him, and Perez actually had to increase the offer to make him stay. They actually had to make him feel wanted. So, because I feel if they didn't do that, he would have left. So they had to do that to make him feel wanted. Vini is, if not the best left winger, maybe him and Cavachella will be arguing that in the world of football. So you will not want to have somebody like Vini and let him go. And let's not forget that he has a big love for Real Madrid. So it's actually like his home. So there are a lot of factors. So I won't say that he used Arsenal. I just felt like it was just a match that both parties could not let go of each other. Madrid being in love with Vini and couldn't let that kind of player leave, and Vini also being in love with Madrid, Vini could not see himself leaving for any other club, whether because of money or not. So it's a match for them that they made in heaven. There are a lot of fans that are happy about that. A lot of Arsenal haters too were also happy about that.
Right, because I thought that there was this story about Hendrick too, where they were touting the Premier League clubs to buy Hendrick, and Liverpool his name was mentioned. I think Liverpool, Man U,
Manchester United also.
Was mentioned, and
even Aston Villa
and then we're hearing that Mourinho
Mourinho stepped and said that he's keen.
He's keen to him. So
he's keen on
so
the
I
player,
don't know whether it could be the agent's way of trying to improve.
Hendrick, since he came, he has I don't think he has really done what made them sign him from Palmeiras to the Spanish La Liga. So with last season, that he finished last season on loan in Lyon. So he's a player that wants to get playing time. That they just signed Diamande too. So if you have a lineup of Vinicius, Mbappe, Diamande starting, so somebody like Hendrick could be thinking, okay, actually, I'm not a starter. Like, maybe he might start 1 or 2 games here and there, but when there's a difference between starting games and starting tough games and starting important games. I don't see Hendrick starting important games for Real Madrid. So I think maybe that's why he thought of leaving, and the club had to say, okay, no, wait, I still trust you. I still bank on you. So yes, it's a long season. You might not play now, but you would eventually get your chance. Because I saw he will at least stay till January. Maybe January they'll have to reevaluate everything. But looking at all the transfers that Real Madrid have made, the Konate, the Dumfries, the Cucurella, the Bernardo Silva, and they almost got Rodri, but before he rejected them for Barcelona.
For Barcelona.
The SP, the striker that they got, the Diamantes, all the transfer that they've made. Do you think that they actually have? And now, the most importantly, Jose Mourinho now. Do you think that they actually have a chance to compete for La Liga? Because Barcelona have had it free for the past 2 years since Hansi Flick came in. Do you think now is the time they can actually have a fight for it?
I think they can. I think they have a good fighting chance to get it, because yes, they have all these big names, and don't forget that these guys are really very good in that various departments. Is it Dumfries? Is it Bernardo Silva? Is it Cucurella? Is it name it? Of course, Jan Diomande is still young, but he will come with what he has, and then Vini that has a new deal. So, and I think the glue for all this is Mourinho, and for me, I feel that Mourinho has also evolved over the years. So I think that he has. He will find. Yes, he has a way
manager to take the title back from Barcelona, because I think even if I also think Bernardo Silva can do the job, in this their midfield crisis, because you cannot play Tchouameni, Valverde, because none of them are ball playing midfielders. They are all out of possession kind of midfielders, because what Barcelona have been using to beat them is midfield. If the likes of Pedri, De Jong, Fermin Lopez, Olmo, if they are in the midfield, Real Madrid will just be, the players will just be chasing.
I think it's going to be,
because Real Madrid, since the loss of Kroos, they've not replaced Toni Kroos. They've not replaced him with that kind of quality, with what he has on the board. That deep line playmaker, someone that can come in behind, in between the centre backs, and look for the attackers. So I think that is one of the reasons that they wanted Rodri. But I felt like, as Rodri rejected them, Bernardo Silva can do the job maybe like he can do the linking of play, but the tackling, maybe either Chumeni or Vavade, anyone that starts and can do that.
Yeah, so again with the influence of Mourinho, because he knows how to play, you know, the defensive game very well.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to be that open to.
Benfica went the whole of last season unbeaten.
Yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately they didn't win the league because they had a lot of draws. But I'm expecting a tighter Real Madrid.
Yes.
A more defensive Real Madrid.
Yes.
And now having the likes of Diamande, the likes of Mbappe, the likes of Vinicius, those people are spinsters. Normally, if you give them the opportunity, they will counter you at will.
They will run you.
And they are finishers. Like we saw Mbappe did at the World Cup. Yes. So I think that is the kind of game he's hoping to play. And I think Mourinho is that kind of name that can control all these big names, all these egos in Real Madrid's dressing room.
All right.
So their biggest rival, Barcelona, do you think them adding Rodri is just saying that they don't care about the number of transfers Madrid have
so that is a big difference, right? Rodri is coming there to make a great difference. The only problem they will have is if he gets injured for a long time. Otherwise, he is going to come.
The likes of Rodri, De Jong, Pedri in one midfield. It will be very difficult to take the ball off them.
Yes, it will be difficult, but people will have to work.
Because they've actually signed, and they are still looking for Alvarez, even if Atletico Madrid are hell bent on saying that they are not selling to rivals, but they've signed Adeyemi, Gordons. So those are also our fast players in their own day. So it's actually going to be a very interesting and tough El Clasico.
Yes,
it's going to be. Season.
It's going to be.
I really can't wait for the season.
It's going
to start.
The question for me would be, who's going to be number 3 in the Spanish league? Because
they already have the number 3, standard number 3 in Atletico. Atletico don't need to fight for the league every year. They are just the perfect number 3. Then once in 5 years, they'll come and sneak in the La Liga here. Then they'll go back to their shell.
I'm hoping that other people, Valencia and the rest of them will.
La Liga, they are not they don't have that money. They don't have that money to compete. If the likes of Crystal Palace can come and take Jeremy Pino, the likes of Sunderland can come and take Adelante, it's like and I'm also seeing that Nottingham Forest is also looking for one midfielder from Villarreal also. So, like it's still also going to be those 3 big boys and maybe one or two extra likes of Real Sociedad, Real Betis can just come here and there. But I don't expect any major thing from there. So
anyway, so I think.
We've covered.
We've done a quick roundup of.
Yes, I think so. Also.
All right. So we want to say thank you for joining us. Yeah, and we hope you would, subscribe, like, share,
and also comment, because we want to hear your views. We want to know what you think.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks.
And see you soon.